So, most of us can agree that Solo Leveling is one of the best power fantasy stories out there. It has everything: an overpowered main character, insane fights, and an addicting progression system. But there's one issue I can't ignore. In case you're unfamiliar, Solo Leveling is a South Korean web novel written by Chugong. It was later adapted into a webtoon illustrated by Jang Sung-rak, Dubu, and became one of the most popular manhwa ever. The anime adaptation by A1 Pictures aired in 2024, with Season 2, A Rise from the Shadow, premiering in 2025. The story follows Sung Jin-woo, a weak E-rank hunter who barely survives dangerous dungeon raids. However, after nearly dying in a double dungeon, he's chosen by a mysterious system that allows him to level up infinitely, something no other hunter can do. As he grows stronger, he builds an undead army of shadow warriors and uncovers the truth behind the monarchs, the rulers, and the war threatening humanity. Alright, now that we're on the same page, let's get into it, but before you start typing angry comments, just hear me out. I read the manhwa before the anime, and I started during the Ant Island arc while it was still ongoing. Even though I had to wait for new chapters, the story felt fast-paced and exciting. But now, watching the anime, it feels like things are dragged out unnecessarily. Before we dive in, if you love anime, movies, TV shows, and gaming content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Now, let's get into it. If you think about it, Season 1 didn't really have a strong climax. If I had never read the manhwa and was watching this anime fresh, I probably would have thought, wow, this anime is kind of boring. When does it get good? I know some of you might say, but Raj, getting Igris as a shadow is a major moment. Sure, but if you didn't already know how important Igris is, would that have felt like a satisfying season finale? Probably not. If Season 1 had more episodes and included content from Season 2, it could have felt like a complete and well-paced introduction to Jin-woo's journey. Instead, it ends abruptly, making the wait for the next season feel frustrating. If Solo Leveling had a weekly episode format like One Piece or Old School Bleach, this wouldn't be as much of a problem. But with a seasonal release schedule, every season needs to feel like a full-course meal, not just a taste test. As it stands, Season 2 doesn't even have enough content to justify a full season, yet they're still stretching it out. And this is despite cutting and changing scenes from the manhwa. It's sad to see something with so much potential struggle due to such a minor mistake. Which brings me to my next point. Some dialogues that worked in the manhwa just feel slow and unnecessary in the anime. Even though they're important to the story, they often feel out of place or dragged out. In a webtoon format, we control the pacing, skimming through less important parts and speeding through fights. But in an anime, the tone and speed of storytelling need to be adjusted. Instead of wasting time on drawn-out conversations, they should have merged arcs to keep things moving, removed or rewritten dialogue to feel less boring, added more content per season to keep it engaging. Right now, each episode and season feels like we're getting a bunch of free samples but never the full meal. They keep teasing us with small, exciting moments, but the pacing prevents us from feeling fully satisfied. Honestly, if Solo Leveling didn't have the hype of the manhwa behind it, I think a lot of people would have dropped it already. It's riding on its name, but that won't last forever if the pacing doesn't improve. I still love Solo Leveling, it's one of the best power fantasy series out there. But as an anime, it needs tighter pacing and stronger season conclusions to truly capture the hype of the manhwa. Right now, it feels like we're getting glimpses of greatness, but the slow pacing holds it back. If they speed things up, merge arcs better, and deliver bigger payoffs per season, this anime could be legendary. What do you think? Is the anime too slow? Or am I being too harsh? Let me know in the comments below.